What's up, ladies and gentlemen? We're back once again, and we're finally going to be talking about Jurassic Park, or Camp, or Jurassic World, whichever one you guys prefer. But it is Jurassic World Camp Cretaceous, Cretaceous. Now, again, guys, if I did not come across Netflix the other day, I probably would have not even remembered season two. That is how crazy I didn't remember, because I've been watching other things, as you guys know, but I want to go ahead and tell you guys that this season actually really shocked me. Of first off, how well done it was, the way the story progressed, as well as character progression. It really made me enjoy the series even more, and the way that this season ended and the way it progressed, I was very satisfied with it than I was the first season, because now that we're about more than likely going to be going into a season 3, I gotta say, I'm really looking forward to it. Now, it does pick off all the events right after the first season. Everybody's trying to survive, and they're pretty much still trying to keep up where they left off. They're still trying to survive. They're still trying to run from all these dinosaurs. They're still trying to handle all these issues, and of course, they think that Ben is dead, which we later find out that he isn't, which I'll get to in a minute. And some other issues. But so far, again, the series is where they all finally are trying to find a way to send out a beacon. We do see where Darius comes up with an idea, says, okay, how about we send a beacon? And when they do that, they're like, okay, while we are waiting, let's go back to the original campground and redo it. So they're able to redo it, and they start counting how long they've been there, and it looks like it's been a few months. It looks like they've been there now a few months, possibly. So everybody, they've actually been really smart. They're able to recreate everything. We're able to see, yeah, she's able to walk better than she did, because her leg gets worse, and again, we see a lot of character progression in this season, because we do see where Yaz actually knows what it is to be a team player, to let someone else take the reins. She doesn't have to be Superwoman all the time. She's trying to still learn how to be there for other people, for her friends, and she's still trying to get used to being into a group, in which she later does learn. And then we also see, of course, from Brooklyn, she is still dealing with the fact that, she is a big internet star, but at the moment she's not. She's just Brooklyn, and she's having to use all her tech info, all her information, all her skills to put it to good use, which she does at one part of the season, where she's able to get a couple key cards, and she's able to open up everything, and she's able to start using the intercoms throughout the whole entire park, which is pretty cool. And we get to see Ben, which has a major, I think he probably had the most major character progression, which I'll get to in a second. Kenji does have a little bit more character progression. He is able to pretty much not be as selfish as he is, and not be in his own little world. He doesn't have to be all about him. He's actually wanting to improve. He doesn't want to be, oh, hey, I'm this, I'm that, and think, oh, he's the best thing ever, and he's not. But he actually cares about this group. He actually cares about these people that he's met, and is actually happy to be their friend, and he's willing to go out on the limb to do what he has to, even though he wants to act like he did everything all by himself, when he didn't. It was because of these other 5 individuals that he is still alive, and he has them to thank for that. But I have to say, he really does go through a major character progression. He's there a lot more for the group. He's there for Darius. He actually starts helping Brooklyn with an issue that later gets to find out, where these 3 individuals come to an island where apparently they were just photographers and travelers, which we later find out that they are not. They are hunters, and they are wanting to kill the dinosaurs, which we later find out also that, again, goes with Ben's alive. Ben is alive. Him and Bumpy did survive, and he goes through this turmoil of day in and day out trying to survive with Bumpy. Drink a little water, eat some berries, and walk around, sleep, and just keeps repeating it, and then it finally just gets to him, and he yells at Bumpy, and he has her, run away from him because he's so angry. And then finally, when these copies come at him, he actually grows. a set. He actually gets really. He actually starts becoming himself. He actually, is like, okay, I'm not going to take this no more. He starts fighting back, and then he actually starts getting into this. I would say almost like a Rambo type feel. He starts, starting to get his own spear. He starts practicing. He starts trying to go through the wildlife, gets water by himself, gets berries by himself, gets his own weapons by himself, learns the lay of the land by himself, starts eating random things. I mean, this kid, you got to admit, this kid that had nothing. He was so scared of everything. He was scared to touch everything. He always had Purell on everything. He always was by the book. This kid did not care. As soon as he was able to go up against a Dominus Rex, which was pretty cool, and then Bumpy comes back, and we see that Bumpy looks like she's now in her teenage years, and they're right back to it, and they've just been, handling it to dinosaurs. They've been kicking butt. And then next thing you know, once the group realizes he's alive, we get this, this reunion with this family, and he later realizes, hey, I need these guys too. And they do come together at the end, and they finally realize, after having to deal with the hunters, that, hey, we can no longer wait for anybody to come save us. We have to find a way off the island ourselves, and that is how the season ends. So overall, I did enjoy this season. It wasn't that long. It was 8 episodes, about 30, close to 40 minutes, not too long. Is the normal time limit for each episode. It actually kept me very entertained, more than it did the first season. The first season was very slow. It started picked up around like the very end. This season actually kept me very interested. It kept me very on edge to know what was going to happen. And again, since this is a Netflix show, this is a kid's show. They did not show a lot of certain things you would normally see in a Jurassic Park movie or in a Jurassic World movie. They do keep it, I would say, PG. They don't really keep it to PG-13. So again, if you guys want your kids to watch it, I do recommend you guys can watch it with them if you're a Jurassic Park fan, Jurassic World fan. I do enjoy both franchises. Again, I love Jurassic World, Jurassic Park, both ways. I think that's a great franchise. I can't wait to see if we're going to get season 3. They did leave us with a big cliffhanger of when they were finally getting the power back on. Kenji kept pressing a button, and it looks like something was in some type of storage, some type of unit being frozen in some type of carbonite. So we don't know what type of dinosaur it could be. We don't know what kind of creature it could be. Some kind of hybrid that we've always seen in the latest movies. So we don't know exactly what we're going to be getting at the very end of the season that's going to be coming out in season 3. So obviously we may get a season 3. We may not. I got this weird feeling we will be getting a season 3 at some point. I don't think it's going to take that long. I think season 3 is probably going to be shown later on this year to be debuted, to be like, hey, it's going to come out next year because that's what happened. Now, again, I think they're keeping a tight lid on it. I have not seen anything as of yet if we're going to be getting a season 3. Again, it will not shock me. I think that we would probably get it in 2022. I could probably see this going on probably for 1 or 2 more seasons. I got that weird feeling it's probably going to go on for about 1 or 2 more seasons, depending on how much longer they want to stretch the story. Again, depending on how long they want to stretch the story, and also with episodes and character progression and more of scenarios, they could probably go on for 2 more seasons. So overall, like I said, I did enjoy it, guys. Hope you guys did too. Go check it out if you haven't. It is worth a watch. I will say that season 2 is 10 times better than season 1. So if you don't want to take my word for it, that's perfectly fine. But let me know what you guys thought about it regardless. And as always, I'll see you guys on the very next video in the comment section down below.